The greatest moment of adversity for me was realising that I had become just like my father, a violent alcoholic, and I needed to break that cycle. I was 19 years old, and the challenges that entailed was just enormous. Really, I had no choice. It was either my daughter go into care or do something about my problem. But none of us can do it alone. You need support.
I'm really pleased to be here at Carriageworks in Redfern for the Wayside Chapel side-by-side event. Today we're going to talk about some ideas and how the financial services sector can actually come together and think about solutions that are different.
I think it's particularly important for the corporate world to be exposed to some of the issues in our society and to be a little bit uncomfortable about some of the things that are happening and be moved to try and do something about it.
We should all know the basic fact that there is almost 3 million people in Australia living below the poverty line. That includes 730,000 children living below the poverty line.
I think the impact of inequality is deeply troubling, and economically it's a disaster. There's all sorts of analysis that suggests if we can lift the opportunities for those people who are excluded around education and engagement, we change the performance of the economy. So I think the arguments, both morally and economically, and the evidence is quite compelling.
Social equality is everybody should have a roof over their head. And I think that comes then with, the right medical needs, nutritional needs, family needs, psychological needs, and we all need to help Australia grow.
The most obvious way to encourage collaboration is for an environment that is safe yet challenging for both groups to come together, and that's what Side by Side is designed to do.
So we need a new consciousness, we need a new conversation, and that's where we collaborate together. That's where we take the best of what we know from the welfare sector, we take the best from what we know about the wealth creation sector, and we say, how do we walk forward together, hand in hand?
To get to the answers of social inequality, I think you're going to need big organisations that do a lot, but also lots of people and lots of organisations to do a little bit. You can't rely on one or the other because they feed off each other and they create momentum for each other.
Unless you get out amongst the community, you have no idea of it. So we've got to get people amongst the community, understanding the issues going on, and I think they will react. I'm a big believer in the human beings have that DNA that they want to help. They just got to have it switched on and know what to do.
So I think by being here, out of our bubbles, out of our normal city lives, and sitting side by side with people who are clients of Wayside Chapel, understanding their lives, them understanding a little bit of ours, the goodwill that will flow from that, I think, is a fantastic first step.
By engaging with organisations, whether it be Wayside or any other NGO or charitable organisation that's doing great work for companies and for their employees to be engaged in that way, absolutely creates a sense of fulfilment and purpose, and everyone's hanging out for that.
No one is a problem to be solved, they're a person to be met. And so our focus is on meeting. And when two people really genuinely meet, then both walk away changed.
To meet somebody and then find out they have a problem and it's something that I can help with, and see the person come out the other side with the outcome that they needed, is all the reward anyone would ever need.